appreciate it very much. Allie is in Minnesota, listening on KTNF. Hi, Allie.
Hello. You remember me, I think, as a genteel Episcopalian grandmother from 100,000 years ago or something like that when I talked to you last.
I think I do remember, Allie, yes.
And Molly was just a baby.
Yeah, I guess it was a long time ago.
Yes, it was a long time. I'm calling because I am concerned about this drone thing, and it's like, and nobody seems to get the premise that we keep killing other people in the name of taking out all these terrorists.
Mm-hmm.
And someday we're taking out citizens. We're not winning any friends through this. We're taking out citizens of other countries.
Mm-hmm.
And someday one of those countries is going to have a drone, and they're going to send it over here, and then we're going to be in big trouble because of all the crap that we've created. And I've just had it. I mean, it's one thing when you take people out without due process, and I think anybody, even the lowest of the low, deserves due process. But when you think about what the unintended consequences are going to be, it's going to be really bad news.
Well, it is, and denying people due process of the law means that the United States has become something that none of us ever thought it could become. It's one of the foundational ideas in this country that you are innocent until proven guilty, and proven guilty by either a jury or a judge or a tribunal. But there always has had to be presentation of witness for the prosecution, or evidence for the prosecution, evidence for the person's innocence, and a decision made. And for the Obama administration to do this, and the Bush administration before it, is I think, Allie is making the clear statement to anyone who wants to pay attention. We are no longer what we thought we were, period. There's no way to debate this. There's no way to get away from it. There's no way to say, well, yes, but if we are going to target people and execute them, whether they are American citizens or not, without even presenting them with the charges against them, then even though, somebody might be able to justify that, as some of the members of Congress do, that still destroys the essential nature of what we all thought the United States was. I guess we've been fooling ourselves, right?
Well, what it seems to me is that we are becoming what we hate and what we're trying to prevent.
Isn't that so often the case?
And it makes me just sick, because I'm older than hell, and I realize what we were at one time, and it hurts.
Mm-hmm.
And, I mean, it's as though we've drifted so far afield that anything can be justified by any means or for no reason at all, just because we feel like we can do it.
And your earlier point about, I guess the term is blowback now, reaping what one sows, every time we do this, every time we wipe out a family or 6 families in order to target someone that we want to kill, we're setting up enemies that are going to last for generations. And you're absolutely right. At some point, it won't be necessary to come up with pilotless drone aircraft by somebody who hates us and send it to the United States. We have targetable areas all around the world where we have American citizens and American workers who are present. So I don't understand, and I'm sure you question the same thing, why we have this policy knowing full well that eventually Americans are going to be killed as coldly and as deliberately as we're killing the other side in retribution.
It makes no sense.
No.
And it's as sure as God made little green apples, it's going to happen again. And when it does, then we're going to have another reason to become the planetary warlord. And it's just making me sick. I'm sorry. I wish I could say something more upbeat.
No, well, you have to work with what you got, right?
Absolutely.
And we don't have much right now, I'm afraid.
No.
We really don't. And the fact that this is being done by Barack Obama is, I have to tell you, just part of what is just horrible to me.
Well, I thought that we would rise above this. My grandmother used to tell me never stoop to conquer, and I think we're doing a lot of stooping right now.
Yeah, and the truth be told, we're not really conquering anything. Allie, thank you so much. I'm glad to hear from you again. I hope you call in more frequently.
I will certainly give it a try. And your wife has the most beautiful voice in radio, I have to say.
Oh, thank you very much.
Okay. Take care. Bye-bye.
All right, you too. Thank you, Allie.